7:02 now. Good. Good. But look
You're
at
live.
how
You're
often
live. You're live.
how often it was waking me up.
Oh, okay. Not good.
Not good. I'm live.
You're live.
Okay.
No, you're live.
No, I'm half dead. Good morning, my friends.
She is live.
She's live. You know what? I was waken up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times at least last night.
Because?
Because I got myself a new monitor for the diabetes.
Well, you're pre-diabetic.
And my doctor said, "Oh, but you are good, Violetta. Your average is so good. But in the night it goes so low." I never was expecting this. So this is something that shocked me, because so many times when my sugar went down, waking me up. And my husband
You didn't want to sleep anyways.
No,
No, your following must. He would sleep underneath his desk instead of leaving the building.
I'm not following him. Good morning, Maggie Zill, Sally, beautiful energy, Maggie, BP, hello BP, Stephanie, and
Janet Jackson, JW. Heidi, thank you very much for greeting everybody, Heidi.
Thank you.
Cindy Faust. Well, artist Liz, Suzanne Borneman, Bridget York, thank you very much for joining us today. And this is for entertainment only and spiritual. And you had a joke for me.
Well, not a joke. I was sending to everyone the picture of that little mask boy,
Melon's son, in the White House.
Yeah, and he was picking his nose. And when I read the comments under, someone wrote, "His pick. I bet his pick is better than Trump's pick for the White House." No, how accurate! And I was watching body language of Trump. It was like, take him out of here, take him out of here, take him both of them.
I don't think Trump likes him at all.
Oh, he was just thinking, get them out there.
But he lives there.
Oh, yeah, with him. Next kind of room, in the Lincoln room. Melania doesn't live there.
Good plan.
Very good plan. But this little kid was so annoying, DonDon, who is germophobic. And
I expected him to do that on the desk.
Did that.
Oh, did he on the desk?
He did that on the
Oh, my
desk.
goodness.
One innocent creature, and forced it to stand up, dress up like a monkey for Halloween. And it was... because it was not proper dress, outfit for a little boy who wants to be cheerful and running, and that is giving him attention. Oh, and I was hearing Trump's inner voice saying, "Get him out of my life, get both of them out of my life." Like, I don't know who was more annoying to him, daddy or son. So I'm ready, and Cheryl has a nice...
Mathanji had, she says,
"Oh, thank you, Mathanji.
Here's a joke, except that it is true. Canada, not for sale. Panama Canal, not for sale. Greenland, not for sale. America, recently bought by Mellon."
True. That's true. Thank you. I got that email. Thank you so much, Angie. And the last week that I read the joke, that was from her as well. I love people who have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, I love everyone, but you know me. The good sense of humor, joke, it makes your life easy to digest.
So,
and I want to say it, because not everyone in Canada knows that government of Canada is paying partially, but most of the price. Like my husband was paying for his monitors every 2 weeks. They were $90, $99. He was buying them for $69 every 2 weeks. And they were not under government discount.
This is federal.
And now they are, but when I asked about this in one drugstore, they said, no, we don't know anything about this. We went to the doctor, and my husband was complaining about his monitor that was waking him up 3 times a night and so on, and it's annoying. So we thought that his monitor is iffy. So when he was giving to him, I said, can I ask for one? Because the doctor knew about this, that they are. And it's only to Canadians that you can get that from the government. So I asked, I didn't check my blood pressure for years.
Your blood sugar.
Sugar. Because when I poke, it's bleeding and it's painful. And so for years I was not checking. And he said, Violetta, your blood sugar is on average very good. I said, so is his. And well,
no, it's not.
It's not that. I had the shock of my life tonight. I was furious. I thought, should I pull this out and sleep well? I was sleeping so well for so many years without knowing that it's going down. But I will have to prepare myself to some snacks with protein. But it's better to know than not to know. So my friends Canadian, ask your doctor for the monitoring.
Yeah, I told you that a while ago when it came through. But the federal government would also pay for the cost of insulin. And
no, he is paying.
And the Alberta government said, no, you're going to still have to do that and support
But it's not
pharmacies.
that much, $25 per month.
But that's because you have insurance.
Yeah.
But for people who don't have insurance, they're footing the bill.
So that's scary. And, our premier in Alberta, she is very much pro-Trump, and she wants to wants to be the representative of Trump.
Does she have a copy of the 2025 playbook? Because she seems to be following it in some way. 1, 2, 3.
She is study everything, what she can do.
Oh, she's working on it.
Yeah, she's thinking about different decisions. She's leaning on DonDon, big DonDon. Okay.
Yeah, except now she's under
and
investigation.
She's getting money. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's not true, she said. That's
I know. True. She doesn't know anything.
No.
Anyways, Brooke is asking.
America is asking. Sorry.
Brooke is asking, will the Greek island of Santorini suffer a big earthquake soon? Many people have been evacuated due to a recent cluster of nonstop earthquakes that many say are leading to an imminent big earthquake. So there's a big one coming for Santorini.
And it is for Santorini was epicenter of earthquakes.
Yeah.
Well,
2.
Whole Greece and Turkey is
3.
They have earthquake after earthquake for thousands of years. So there will be 2 big ones. One, some people will be safe, but some will have to leave. So it is not everyone will be safe, but for the richer people, they may survive because the houses will be built for the proper codes. Mm-hmm. But turn down my so it is that.
I saw something recently, and maybe other people can comment on it. And I thought it said that Africa's dividing in 2. It's
because
separate.
Of the they were saying that they can shift.
There's movement there in this divide. And so true. Please do like and subscribe.
Thank
It helps
you.
the algorithm so that more people can meet Violetta. Now, Mathanji is asking, what did DonDon and Putin discuss this morning? Will Ukraine be saved? One, two, three.
Long time ago, I was working as a secretary in the huge building, but my office was on the main floor. There was 5 different bosses, but I was the main secretary. I didn't have to do anything, just make a nice impression. And when something happened, people will run to me and tell me what's going on. So they saw something really weird going on behind the, on the street. There was 2 streets going together, and this was the little island in the middle of those streets.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a drunk guy pulling the pool. And another guy came in and he is pulling the pool too. So those 2 stupid guys were stuck with one pool. They were too drunk. They were falling down on the... They were coming from some party. And we were laughing and laughing. Everyone was glued to the windows because it was so funny. Until police came in and took them out of them. And they were trying to destroy that pool or whatever. They were trying to climb on that pool. But the pool was standing and holding them. But I see the same symbol of those 2 smart guys doing the same to Ukraine, shaking and pulling and being very destructive. And they are not reasonable. They will put a lot of work. Russia will be and then there will be a lot of losses. So Russia will be the winner. Oops, the winner. Russia will be the winner.
In what way?
They will get what they want.
Everything?
No, but a lot.
They will take land?
The south, the east of the Ukraine. And it was funny, but I felt so bad that during the white day, those people are doing this, and I thought that the kids are going to school and they are watching and laughing. How destructive it was, that scene. There was no drugs in Poland that time, but alcohol was a big thing. And they will be doing those maneuvers that will shock us, will make us sick, and glue to the monitors, to the screens.
Brooke is looking up the news about Ted Cruz in Wikipedia. Says that he was actually born in Calgary.
His parents were army stationaries in Calgary, I think.
He was stationed in Calgary. So she's asking, do we want Ted Cruz back?
And I said, what? I will spit on him and kick him out.
So now Heidi follows that line of thought up. Is it true that Ted Cruz is talking in Congress about taking Greenland today?
Today?
Oh, that's what Heidi's asking.
I didn't hear anything,
One.
but then I was...
2, 3.
Christmas tree. Yeah, they will be pulling one ornament for the Christmas tree after another from the box. Yeah, so something will be Queen of Coins getting out of the cave, so they eventually will do, because they love the leader. They love the leader, and they would like to please him. They're so good.
Well, they obviously are good, because look at who they confirmed today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the whole place is just loaded with
She
crooks.
reminds me Cruella from the Dalmatians with the hair kind of and nothing. But whenever I'm looking at her, I am thinking about, Cruella and 101 Dalmatians, or 101, I think. Yeah. And she was fighting to be a president from Democratic side, and now she flipped, and no one complained about that from Republican side.
So Roxanne M is asking, how much of what's happening in the U.S. can be changed, or is this already faded? How much of what's happening in the U.S. can be changed, or is this already faded?
So change it back, kind of, yes.
Well, spiritually, in ways, or is this already faded?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
They will have to go back to make changes, some backwards, because I know that people will protest. And the protest of people can't be ignored, so they will have to take this under consideration. It's not that they can, whole family, group of people will be reunited, up and down. So they will be jumping with money up and down, and they will see how strong USA is, America is.
Well, they're sure working in it.
But
It's a shame.
and Mellon was showing that he is the boss.
Well, he is, because they're going after the ones in South Africa.
Mhm.
They're claiming that the land is being redistributed in some fashion that's legal. And Musk and others would like it. It's not being fair to the white South Africans, so they want to have them come over to the U.S. He really is controlling everything.
As you have a white skin, and you have the privilege of being. We never feel that way here. We would never put anyone below us because someone has different color of skin.
We wouldn't, but there are people who will.
They will, yeah. And when we moved here many years ago, in the 80s, there was, in Red Deer, there was only 2 ladies, black ladies. One was ex-model, and she was married to a white guy, and they have kids. And she was running boutique, bridal boutique, because I was working in the Bower Mall. And the other lady, very attractive, she was black, beautiful. Both of them were gorgeous. But there was no, and now you can't hardly see anyone from the staff to being white, like in the superstores or different places. Everyone is.
It's a real mix of people.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly Sky is asking, will we U.S. citizens be able to get passports, since the State Department is in charge of that?
They have to have.
Well, the question is, will we be able to get passports? One, 2, 3.
And the boat will be rocked, so until it will settle down. They might not, but eventually they will. That's legal for everyone to have the passport. Now, some will be sabotaged, and there will be battles.
But they're having to, in the U.S., do you not produce a driver's license or passport or something in order to be to vote? Something like that as part of your identification? And if they don't give them out well, then they're just
There will
not
be a
able to
problem.
vote.
But they don't want you to, because he already organized the next voting time.
Mhm.
He said, you don't have to vote. That will be the last time you will be voting. Mark his words. He thinks he can create everything the way he wanted.
Maggie Zeal is asking, do you see the winning the 27th of February election in Ontario, green, blue, orange, or red? Ford is stepping down and he is red.
He's stepping down.
No, he's not red. He's blue, he's conservative. But he's exiting early so that he thinks he can get more seats to have more power. So who do you see winning? Or what color? 1, 2, 3.
Blue and red is purple, so there will be some purple color mixture. Yeah, they will be sharing the in this case, sharing the power. A lot of gossips will come out to the surface. But they will do a good job eventually.
So he's going to have to share power with somebody.
Yeah, not
like a coalition government.
Coalition, yeah.
That's what happened to Trudeau the last time.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
Now that's interesting because right now he has the majority and he called an early election. And he really supported Trump. He called it 1.0. And now he says he doesn't like the 2.0.
Uh-huh. He doesn't like him anymore because of the tariffs.
Yeah. It's a very interesting time in history.
Oh, boiling. We have to be careful. And the last video was when we used the name of someone special with the mask.
Roxanne is asking, will the military step up and save our democracy before it's too late?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, bucket of ice rocks, like, chopped ice.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to really melt it a little bit before that will happen. Because right now they are kind of rocky. And I call him Pete Exit, you know who he is. He was in Germany for some meeting with those people who are serving there from American side. That soldiers' base, and he was
very well.
Boo, boo. And we were sharing with Cheryl the video how nicely DonDon was booed on that Super Bowl. They didn't show that on the news. Nothing.
The people having their own, and then they Midas Touch posted a lot.
And it was showing how that's the reason he left early, because he knows that he was. Yeah, everything will be in open. The strength for the army, and someone nice will be taking the responsibility. He will have the ability to speak, symbol of speaking, of communication. The hero path is good values, very logical. And I was always saying that Pete Exit will be, the doors will be closed in his face. So he will never be accepted.
He's not the leader.
He's not accepted by the army. Officially, yes, but unofficially, the people knows what they are after. So behind the doors, they are probably talking to each other.
And Rudd is asking, so will the Dems clean up the voting machines before the next election?
It's not the voting machines. It is the mentoring with the votes. The way that they distribute so it's not about the machines. Machines are okay,
but it's how they're programmed. If they've got chips in there, something or other.
Yeah, so this is not about the machines.
So will they be able to go in and clean them up before the next election? 1, 2, 3.
They will scare them. By the riots on streets, they will scare them. So they will be cleaning by themselves, probably.
Because the Dems don't have charge of that because they're not in power. They
No.
can't go and do that.
But it's the beginning of new adventure, taking chances and rainbow of a family of a USA. So people have to show how they are disappointed with the work that they are doing.
It really pays to do your part,
and
whatever it is.
It is not only Democrats who are losing jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I know firsthand that lady was getting, even talking, when she was talking with me, she was getting emails from Musk asking her to resign. You have a few more days because the court is holding them. So
and she was fighting back.
Yeah, she was feisty, and that's good. But when you are calling your representatives, don't give them too much authentic information, if I can advise. Just tell them that you are so upset, but don't give them your emails or your addresses and so on, because that will be more safer for you not to tell them. And then you can speak up your mind. Because it is just about being upset. But I don't want you to be in jeopardy for any reason.
Artist Liz is asking, do you see if the SAVE Act HR 22 will pass in the Senate? It passed in Congress. It makes it where women can't vote, especially if you're married.
It's so laughable that it's scary to cry. But when you thought that they will take the rights from women to be owning her own body, then they can do everything. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Some, yes, oh yes, and then some will boo. So there will be no straight division. There will be dysfunctional family on Republican Party. Again, the devil in details, and because they want money from Melon, they think he will give them money if they do whatever he wants them to do, and he has a really good way of treating women. They are just to bring babies and machine for making babies. But he is acting like a sweet wife with a little baby in the White House and taking care of little boy.
Does his son stay with him at the White House?
Probably. Why not? If he's that super daddy, he might have some extra nanny for both of them. Just for an entertainment only, and I just entertain my folks.
Dottie is asking, just wondering how our previous President Biden is doing emotionally and what his thoughts are about all that's occurring in the U.S.
But you remember you asked about this. He's
1,
very depressed.
2, 3.
He's very depressed. He don't want to hear that he had the power and he didn't use it. People are upset because he could do so much with the powers that he had. He needs a doctor, yes. He's going for some, maybe even psychological, or to psychiatrist or psychologist. A lot of time he's spending with his family. Yeah, he wants to feel that he was a great president, but he could do more.
I always just look at it every time I watch American history. The Reds take the country down, and the Blues have to clean up, and then people get upset because they're finally being impacted a little bit. But they should be taxing the wealthy.
They should.
I don't agree with that. And then they put the pressure on the ordinary citizen to have 2 or 3 jobs to take care of their families.
But Biden was signing so many contracts with Melon, so it's not that he's completely free from that. And he was promoting his cars more than others. So people now, you sent me that link that now people are not able to even, they lost this, the battle when they took Melon to the court for those cars who were broken.
In China, people who have the Tesla cars that are causing accidents, and the people are suing Tesla in China. And the court cases came up, and they were awarded, Tesla was awarded huge, it's not their fault, even though their cars were the ones that were failing.
And that the brakes were broken.
Yeah. Just amazing.
Well, they would like to create the same environment in USA.
Mm-hmm. Lynn Manyfires is asking, will New York Mayor Eric Adams be reelected after getting Trump to drop his indictment?
Everything is possible. I can tell.
Well, wasn't he a Democrat? Now he's going
yeah.
to be GOP now.
He was a Democrat. And 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
You see those posters sometimes on the streets, and I see that poster being ripped off. So I don't think he will.
They're not going to forgive him.
They are not. He was a cheater, and they know. And the family of Democrats will not forgive him, and they will have to feel strong about someone that will replace. I don't see him being.
Will it be another Democrat?
Oh, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Someone who will kiss the ring. So they will try to have a Republican.
And will win the election?
With intuition, woman. And the judgment will be strong. 3 cards. I might be wrong about
1, 2,
because it looks like a woman.
3.
Give me an answer. I see glon. Glon is the green stuff that grows by the ocean and edge of the ocean. Wheat.
Yeah, the algae.
Algae. I see algae being this way, that way. So there will be no clean. And algae is usually messy. A lot of green, a lot of money, and smelly when you pull it out of the ocean. So I'm not seeing this as a good outcome. Someone from outsiders. The sun will be shining on that person, the devil. Yeah, he will be promising them what. But how many years he still has? Because he was elected 2 years ago.
No idea.
Not long ago. And I said that time that the brown guy will win.
Now, what about Fetterman? Why has he become a DonDon supporter?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
After the stroke, something hit his head. Sorry. And he is from Pennsylvania. He wants to have water from 2 wells. So he wants to be with Republicans and with Democrats. So he's not strong anymore, man. He's more like a weak, and he wants to be on the chariot. Yeah, both parties.
Will he get reelected?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He's like a gorilla going through the Senate. He doesn't fit there. I don't think they will re-elect him. He will be doing a job, but people will think to make the decision, and up and down, so people will be divided.
Well, I wonder what DonDon thought when he came to the inauguration in his shorts.
Yeah, don't you have enough money to buy a long pants?
He
Must
loves
be
his
not
shorts.
maybe not easy. Good ventilation.
Kathy McLaughlin's asking, with all the judges, even Republican ones, blocking a lot of Trump's schemes, do you see maybe some of the damage he can do being mitigated by them? Will the judges, I mean, some of them are even appointed by
DonDon.
DonDon. Will they be able to kind of hold him back, rein him in? 1, 2, 3.
No, he will be like such a force that he will pull them behind him and they will be on the face. But I think the crowd will stop them. Only crowd can stop him and help them, because otherwise nothing can help. He will be free. He will get out of the cave. He will have still support from his people. And he will be rejuvenated. No, the anger in him will be even more exciting for some people from his group. But the prices are going up. Shortage of eggs. And that's not, the prices don't go up, but the shortage is annoying.
Because of the bird flu.
Yeah. And I said, well, we have good prices in Alberta because I was shopping for eggs, and I always shop for eggs once a week. I have to buy eggs, and there was so many eggs. We don't
have that problem.
No, that problem. But I noticed that we don't have that many birds this year. Like 1 month ago, whenever I will go, or my husband outside to put the seeds for the birds to eat, there was tons of them coming. Now only few. I know it's cold, but there were some warmer days and there was not that many. I'm worried if they are not sick from the bird flu.
Lily Rose is asking, what will happen to the president of Ukraine? One, 2, 3.
I see him speaking to from the podium in ONZ, so from the those nations, United Nations. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I see him there. That means that he might run away for his own safety. And his family, his wife will make him to do it. But he might be facing the battle from outside, not from Ukraine. Because if he will stay in Ukraine, he will have the same destination as Navalny. And you remember I was saying to Navalny, you will destroy yourself if you will go back to Russia. You wouldn't have any view, like scrubbing the front window with the wrong equipment and making so many scratches, like my friend did that in England. He was not used to cold weather. Mm-hmm. And there was ice and rain, and then ice, and he left his work in the night. He didn't wait until he will warm his car. So he was scratching instead of using warmer. He was using his comb. in a 70, probably 5, whatever the winter was that day. And he had to replace the window next few days because he couldn't drive. It's funny, but it was related to a question, should Navalny go back? And I think the same is with Zelensky. If he would go back, he wouldn't have any ability to see the bigger picture, what's going on, and to be even driving forward, because if you can't see, you can't really drive.
Spiritual Sean is asking, is the ICC coming for the two stooges soon?
What is
International Criminal Court.
Oh,
That's in The Hague where
I know.
Jack Smith is.
And Yahoo was talking about this. It was Super Bowl when I was watching Yahoo. It was an interview done by Fox. And he was upset that he has that court behind him.
Well, yeah, he's not supposed to be traveling a lot of places.
No,
but he can travel to the States.
He was allowed to travel to the States and he was safe. But those nice guys who feel safe when 3 cards.
1, 2, 3. So are they coming for the two of them soon?
First Melon.
Mm-hmm.
First Melon, and he is hanging there and like a monkey in a trap. So he will be the first one. And DonDon wouldn't be helping him. He will be happy that he's out of his...
Yeah, he's moved out now.
Yeah, he will go different direction. He will be still a leader, but everything will go so fast. He will have different plans, but everything will hit him once after another.
I was reading where, for Mellon anyways, he's afraid to leave the White House in case he gets arrested.
Good.
As long as he's there, he's safe.
Yeah, maybe he will move downstairs or in the basement. Trump already checked that place before. Now, that will be very interesting spring.
Arctic Phlox is asking about will Mellon be invited to help Canada if the right gets in?
Mellon has Canadian passport.
Yeah, but I mean, he's already been invited by Poilievre.
Well, we don't want
Poilievre,
him.
yeah. He's already been invited to come and invest and help out.
We don't want him. And Ford, who was very much pro-DonDon, he is Ford...
Ontario.
From Ontario, Premier of Ontario. He said, no, we are not going to support Musk. Melon.
A lot of that, Laurie Sukrigan Clement is asking about, will our Premier, Alberta's Premier Smith, eventually return from Panama after doing Trump's bidding or be extradited? She's just down there with a lot of other premiers as well. They're trying to negotiate some sort of a deal.
They are putting hands on Panama?
I don't know what she's doing exactly in Panama. I don't know if she's there.
No.
But I'm working my part to get her out.
And Cheryl is going as a representative for...
Oh, that's just, that's part of my board. But I wrote resolutions, and so
I'm so proud of her.
I like to cause a few problems.
She is good with expressing herself and very wise. She's so smart with writing, and so she's doing her part to fight for our province.
Yeah, and I didn't even know AISH, which is our assisted income support
for people with some mental
with disabilities, and I had just found out because I was invited to a Zoom. I'm part of the group now across Canada for Zoom for people with. It's called
yesterday
Disability Without Borders. Anyways, it's so interesting because I didn't realize that only 2% of Albertans who are on AISH, because there's 72,700 or something, people in relationships and single parents, single people who are getting this income support. But I didn't know that only 2% of them are under the age of 65. And our government is trying to have all of the people on AISH go through hoops to get back to work.
But they are.
And the supports aren't even there, and they're seniors, and they want them to get out and work so that they can cut the benefits more. I didn't know that until just a few days ago. It's just crazy. So, as I said, we're trying to do our part.
I think
There's a Jane Weininger. What's going on in the Panama Canal? There's a video showing cracks
I
investigated
heard
by
about
the Corps of Engineers.
that. I heard about that.
1, 2, 3.
But I think they will be able to put some clamps on it, so they will be able to fix it. They will take risks, but they will have to spend money, and everything will be fine. The security will be fine. The angel of security will be fine. Good that they noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
And I see like clamps. I have that. I don't know if you notice. We have ceramics, antique ceramics in our store. That's plastic, but that's okay. And they were cracked completely. And 150 years ago, they didn't know how to repair them. So they were putting staples. Yeah. So this is a rare item. It's just for museums and so on, how they were repairing. They were going to the jeweler. He will drill the little holes, and then they will put the staples and some glue. But the glues were not good enough for long term.
So it'll still leak.
But 160, 70 years, those dishes are still, I never put the water in them.
Plan.
But that's how they were created, so I see those clamps, kind of those stems to repair them. And I have some Granny's advice. You have more?
Yeah, I've got lots more. We'll continue. I also take screenshots of the questions that aren't answered, and we can hopefully use them another time.
Okay. I was asked about...
Parsnips?
No. One lady told me that she is struggling with problems of her guts, and she has diarrhea all the time. So for diarrhea, I think I advise her to drink Coca-Cola. That's even for little kids. Once in a while, when they are having a stomach flu, give them a Coca-Cola.
You said it kills everything inside them.
Kill the bacteria and everything. 90% chocolate is good as well to stop the diarrhea. And it will cause constipation. But when you will be drinking the Coca-Cola, take the bubbles. You don't want to...
Let it sit for a while so that...
stir with the spoon for a while, and it will be the baked apple in the oven. That's good as well for
constipation and diarrhea, whichever it needs.
Yeah, and banana and cook rice. As well, cook carrot and eat with the mashed rice, and it's good for the little babies when they are very small. Rice is very good for them, and bacon apple. I have this. Not many of you knows what it is root of parsley. We are only eating the green stuff, which has a lot of iron and a lot of minerals. But this one is for cooking. And it will prevent you from having problem with kidneys and bladder. So you can cook that thing. It's yummy. And then you can eat the cooked root. You can cook as well carrot and this.
I grated up half and half carrot and parsnip grated.
But are you cooking? No.
It goes into the frying pan and
Oh,
cooks
okay.
together.
Yeah. And my mom was just cooking, no oil, nothing, just cooking. And we were growing on it. And she was making wonderful potato salad with this. But if you want to protect yourself from kidneys and bladder, this is the healthy thing, at least in Poland. That's where I'm from, and that's what we were using this for protection, for keeping your kidneys.
Celeste from South Africa says that, please note that they want to take not just land, but whatever they need or want for no compensation. The majority of land is owned by the government. Please make informed opinions. So please do your own research.
Yeah, and don't support him because I know that even Republicans don't want him anymore. They are so disconnected with him, and they had illusions that he will be a good one, and now they are not so happy.
Nathanji is saying, yes, the Canadian premiers are down there in DC this morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of trips down there. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we have some prayers.
And thank you, Connor, for the rocks, and thank you, everyone, for your donations, for your kind letters and cards. I'm getting so many cards. My husband is a little bit jealous. I said, well, I'm talking to those people. You can help sometimes. So he is kind of backbone. And thank you so much, and for donation, for your kindness. It's unbelievable. It's helping me to go through this tough time. And advice, imagine yourself that the person who is on another side is around you and helping you or annoying you both ways. I went yesterday to the bank, and I'm getting to the lady that I know, Vanessa, and I'm standing in front of her, and she said, oh, wait, my computer is weird. I said, yeah, my son is playing with it. She didn't understand. I said, he passed away not long ago, and he's a computer savvy. And she said, it must be because it's gone now.
Was she able to help you?
She helped me, yes, but I think he wanted me to talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, I was going from one place to take the statement from physiotherapist, and across there is a second-hand boutique. And I thought, I don't think I will be lucky to find the spot because it's always so busy. But I thought, if Leszek would like to go with me, we will find it. And boom, I'm driving, just entering the parking lot. The guy is leaving, and I took his place. So I thought, Leszek is around me. It helps me mentally to think that he's around me, he is connected, and he is mischievous and then helpful, like he always was. Because I don't want to suffer and suffer. I just want to find some path that I can get around it. Otherwise I will be. And then I told to Vanessa, don't ask too much because I will be crying. And she said, I don't want you to cry. So I left. But it is sometimes for people who, like Patty, you have to make up your own stories that your daughter is around you and helping you or annoying you. They both are good, kids are kids. They were annoying us and loving us, and we can blame them for everything.
And in Patty's case, there have been cases where somebody who has crossed over through crime, they help out the police.
Police, yeah.
Yep, they're very helpful to police if they want it solved.
And I had a dream about Leszek. Oh gosh, no, yeah, that he didn't want to go for communion. I said, why don't you want to go to take communion? Because he was happy when in real life he was taking. But the monitor woke me up. So I didn't get the answer from him.
Maybe he triggered that too.
Maybe.
Tracy C. is asking for prayers for her sister's spinal surgery, which was yesterday, for a bulging disc that she can walk pain-free. We hope that it was, or pray that it was successful.
All the best for your sister.
R. Snow, may I ask you to say a prayer for me? I had my annual mammogram, and the report requires me to go this past Monday, which just was passed, for another test to clarify the report. Please pray it is good. I'm a 15-year breast cancer survivor.
All the best to you.
Love beyond extinction. I've been having the hardest time appreciating my life. I'm almost 70 and feeling unwanted, left out, and isolated. Your sweet courage and determination to continue to be in love with life inspires me. I appreciate you more than I can express.
Thank you. I'm forcing myself because last night I thought, well, I need that problem with sugar, like I need an extra pair of high heels that I can't wear it. Yeah, it is. We have to. The way we approach life, it's up to us. If we will approach the life by feeling victims, we will be victims. If we will approach, and it's not easy, I can be broken with split second. But we have to sometimes push ourselves to start thinking, and we can control what we are thinking about.
Plus, it's been known over and over again, because I deal with elder abuse and people who are isolated as well. It's when you get out of yourself and give to others, whether you volunteer or go out and do something, but you're thinking about others, then it comes back to you.
And it's such a blessing for me to have this group of people that are with me.
Mm-hmm.
It is a blessing. And I know that I can't stop myself. Leszek put me on it, and I'm not going to give up until the health will take me away.
But you do need prayers yourself and for Richard.
For Richard as well, yes.
Lanny Ann is asking, please pray for a benevolent outcome for my little sister, Anna Marie, who is battling stage 4 lung cancer. She's very tired from the chemo and wants to quit. I begged her to continue. So it's Anna.
Prayers for Anna Marie. Believe in miracles.
James is asking for urgent prayers for his dog Delilah in hospital fighting with pancreatitis, acute liver failure. I'm just hoping I can save her life before I run out of retirement money.
Sometimes it's better let them go. I'm sorry. Because pancreatic cancer is so painful. And it's nearly impossible to cure, even with people, and then especially with dogs when you don't have access to chemo and radiation and so on. So I knew that we had to put Cora to sleep when she had a problem with her lungs. And
It's a hard decision.
It was extremely hard. And my husband and Roman, they were looking at me that I'm too strong. I said, no, we love her for ourselves, not for her. She's suffering. We have to let her go. And that's my opinion. I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings.
J.C. Rains.
I know you are a wonderful person and you want to save your dog. What is the name? It's such a beautiful
James. No. The dog's name is Delilah.
Delilah. Samsung and Delilah. Simon and Delilah. Yes, please. She will be around you. Don't worry. She will be around you.
J.C. Rains, please pray for Margot Marco, who has cancer for the 3rd time. She's my daughter-in-law's mother. She has recently come out of remission and needs prayers to survive for her grandchildren.
Our prayers with you to survive, and you are strong. You are very focused what you want, so that should help you to open the door and take a big breath and survive.
Trini Patsy is asking prayers for my boss, Michael, who is very sick, and it's now affecting him, and he's in a depression. May God
Depression
heal
is
him.
part of healing, so that's okay. Just be for him and help him to get out of the depression. People needs to heal differently. Everyone is crying. Everyone has to right to laugh, and don't judge people that they are laughing because they want to help themselves to stop being on the side of depression. And if we can do that, yeah, she's looking at me. Yeah, you are saying this to others, but not to yourself. It's so hard sometimes. I want to cry and cry some days.
But you still talk to me.
Oh, yes, I talk to you and I talk to my viewers. I can force myself to be strong.
Trini Patsy is asking prayers for all who are mentally sick, all those who have PTSD, and protection for all of our soldiers around the world.
Yes. And there will be no war. That Trump will not start putting soldiers in different countries to fight for his big ego,
Like Gaza.
Gaza. He thinks that he can. Well, I can take Gaza.
Mm-hmm. Blue Moon is asking prayers for this room for healing of our hearts and our souls.
For all of us to have a good hearts, fresh hearts, strong and loving, and feel blessed that we are part of this group and we can make changes in the world.
We all can do that, and individually we do it, and then collectively we do it.
Mm-hmm.
We have power.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God go through us
and fold us.
And fold us, and power of God protect us. So that was.
I say that every time I go out to drive.
Yeah. And she wrote me this to give me a lift on my life.
It works.
It works, yeah. One day better, another so bad, but it works.
Yeah, you can go up and down.
And I understand that it's normal, and putting up with me. Thank you to all of you. See you. I will be trying to post video on Saturday.
So on Friday night, she does need questions. So please post your questions after this video is posted. Put them in there, and then she'll draw from those plus others and do your video on Friday night, and then Saturday morning you post it.
Yep. So that the news might be a little bit off, but usually that's kind of never changed. Like the things that I will mention that will happen next day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Only 500.